asking me. I have to get estimates, I have to get bids for things. You can't just be going ahead and spending money.
And Andrew was agreeable to the fact you're right, and said go out and get a bid from Kobe, and it came in, and it was half.
Yeah. It was
The bid was half or the fee was half?
Well, it was originally,
Remediation fee?
it was $7,088, and Kobe came in at just over $3,500.
Right. So,
That he would have charged us to move the condensers from here to here. So, I just don't like somebody spending my money. Okay, so we haven't gotten that yet.
I have some with financials real quick.
Okay.
So in that uncoded, it's on John's, is part of that is grounds maintenance or common ground maintenance payroll for 3 months. So 3 months is about $16,000 a month. So you're looking at about $48,000. So if I'm thinking correctly, the variance to actual budget were $64,000 ahead. We're actually more like 102.
Right.
Because once that gets straightened out, the other part of it is with my budget, it shows me being to negative 23,000. That's not correct. They don't have my payroll in here. My payroll always runs a little higher in season with the amount of volume we've done. It's going to be a little bit higher. So it's going to be more like flipped. And then John's would actually go way down from 82 over.
Right.
To, the number will balance out to the same, but I just don't want everybody to go, well, what happened? You were 23,000 now. No, it's not a right number.
Right.
But the 64,000, I think we're actually better than that.
Yeah.
So, food for thought.
Yeah, and I know Crosby's working with Rory and getting this payroll straightened out, so hopefully by the end of April,
Well, hopefully with
or by the end of March.
Hopefully with ADP, we will have a little bit easier. Maybe I would hope that maybe the week to week would make it easier for Rory.
Yeah, so, but we just have to get this cleaned up, and we seem to be well on our way to getting it cleaned up, and I guess Jeff's group was agreeable to ADP. They seemed positive with that. And Jeff, the only other thing that I looked at was the alarms, when we had to pay that extra amount for the alarms because it was, where it was, because they did the 5-year maintenance, and we hadn't considered that, so that's why that one was up.
Yeah, I mean, and let me tell you, Cintas and the alarms, that whole, I don't know what John deals with that. It just seems like the greatest rip-off in the history of rip-offs. I mean, every time they come out, they inspect, it's $400 or $500, and who do you go to?
Right.
And then the fire inspector say, oh yeah, you gotta get that fixed. It just seems to me like a vicious cycle of, I don't know, and probably we need to increase the budget in there to cover it, I guess.
Yeah, we'll have to look at that when we do budgets, just to throw extra money in there.
Yes, ma'am.
Anything else with the budgets? Can I have a motion to accept the budgets?
I'll make a motion to accept.
Second?
Record will reflect the financials.
Thank you. Okay. Very good. Okay, to the minutes of the meeting. Okay. On the first page, Crosby's last name is, if we can put that, Powers, O-U-R-S. And what actually is Crosby's title?
Administrative assistant.
Okay, if we could just put that in there. And on line 30 to 35, Mr. Hornick, it's H-O-R-N-E-A-R-T, and that's in there several times. We can just correct that. Anything on page 2? Page 3. John, did we remove the tree from Mr. Carvey's?
Yes, and stump ground, yep.
Okay.
I'll take him, he's gone. I think he's coming back next week, he said.
Yes.
He stopped me, and then when he comes back, we'll discuss about what kind of tree we're going to put up for his
Okay, good.
wife.
Thank you. Thank you.
And then we also took care of that palm on the back of 5T.
Okay.
I forget the couple's name that lives there to the right.
That house that they've just completely redone. Okay.
No, other side.
What did it cost to take it out?
Which one? Both of them?
All.
I don't know, I know the total bill was like $1,400, so it was like 700 each maybe. That was a big tree.
His tree or the
The
palm?
oak tree.
Yeah.
The oak tree was, the palm tree was tall, but that was a big thing. I got this, I told him to keep just a section of it, the big thickest section, I mean, for firewood or something, that's just a big old piece of wood that I'd hate to throw away.
Okay, well, thank you for taking care of that. Anything on page 3? Okay. Page 4, line 301, it's Bill Reynolds and Tammy Kern, K-E-R-N. And on line 5, it's Christine Stanfield.
105.
105, I'm sorry, 105. And then 106, it's AJS Realty Company. Of course, Andy thinks it's his. Is there anything else on page?
107, is Duffy's bill, or is
Duffy's Bill, the district.
DHQ?
TAQ.
TAQ, not the district.
DHQ bill the district, or Duffy's bill?
Duffy's Bill, TAQ. Oh, wait a minute,
No,
hold
it's
on.
TAQ build the district. He's trying to build.
Oh, all right. All right, let's try this again.
I don't think Duffy's bill anyway.
No. TAQ is trying to build a district, $50,000 for repair.
Awesome. Good luck. Compliment.
Thank you.
So Duffy's, yeah.
Right. So TAQ is trying to build the district, $50,000 for the repairs.
Put a lot of new soil in those beds, see this time.
Okay.
Got rid of a lot of that old shit.
Technically, they have to.
Yeah. Well, that's for the repairs for the AC, so that's still up in the air. Dan, have we heard anything on the PPP? Any?
Yeah.
We have.
We
And?
have heard that view.
Oh,
Yeah, they dropped the regulation, in fact, a couple of weeks ago, and I pulled it down. There's still no, provisions in there for a local government.
okay. All right. Well, keep looking, and hopefully someday it'll come around.
I doubt it'll be under the PPP. What I'm thinking is we talk to the county or the village about some of the share of this recent relief package that passed going directly to counties and cities to see if we can get them to be a little generous with it.
Lee County cares.
That would be nice, Dan. Can you try and work on that?
Sure.
Thank you. I would appreciate that, if we could get something.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. Anything else on page 4? Page 5, I'm okay with. Page 6? Can I have a motion to accept the minutes?
Make a motion, accept the minutes.
As amended. Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Supervisors, does anybody have anything? Does anybody, Phil, do you have anything?
Two things.
Oh, I thought you were talking about.
I want to talk about the attorneys.
Okay, we have looked at, we only have the one attorney, and we have Dan's payroll, or the billing.
That's from 214.
Right, but this is-
2014, he's still charging us the same amount. The prices that the other attorneys were charging are pretty comparable. Plus, they're here, local. They would be at our meetings. And as I put on the record before, I think we've had some bad situations with our representation. Mostly the bond issue, which, to me, it should have been taken care of then and on the spot. But I'm bringing it up now. I think we should change representation.
Well, first of all, we have not met with this other attorney, and...
Then we should.
Oh, well, let me finish. Yes, we can meet with this other attorney and see exactly where we are and what we have spent with Dan, and I think we need to, look at the budget and what do we have for the budget for the rest of this year.
I don't think the budget has anything to do with
Yeah,
what
it does.
it's cost us in money over the years.
Okay.
Got a long way to go to make up that difference.
What is the situation? Because I was, unfortunately, I had to drop the last meeting, so I wasn't able to stay on board, but I did see in the minutes. So it looked like there was an attorney that was contacted, but then they're no longer interested.
There was 2 attorneys contacted. One sent us information, one was not interested. So,
So we did get information
from one of them, yes.
from one entity.
And I think, Chuck, you sent that out to us?
Yes, that went out to everybody under separate
Yes.
cover, not in an agenda package.
Right. So,
That was sent out?
Yes, by email.
A couple months ago.
Yeah.
yeah, it was back in,
Probably went to my family.
Okay.
I guess. I'll get it up.
okay.
I went out a couple of months ago?
Yes.
Yeah, because we didn't discuss it in January because Phil wasn't here, so it must have been in December sometime. Do we want to get in touch with that attorney and see if they can come to the next meeting and we can talk with them?
Sure. You want them here in person, I assume?
Yeah.
We could, yeah, okay. Bring them in here. Put them first on the agenda.
Yes. Okay. Very good.
Secondly, is it, when you have the landscape committee meetings, is there any way we can get some notes from what's being discussed?
Yeah, we only had the one meeting where we went and talked about hiring or looking into the 2 landscape architects. I have not had another one yet since because of my surgery and because I was waiting to hear back on these 2 landscape architects. I have not had another meeting. Once I
Is
hear
that the one I
back-
missed?
Pardon me?
That's the one I missed, right?
Yeah, and once I hear back from the other landscape, we'll pull a meeting together for that, so.
So we'll take minutes or notes or whatever it's
Yeah,
happening.
we'll get minutes.
And just the little thing, the last meeting we had, when we were presented with changing payroll companies, I'd like to have a little more notification than the day of the meeting that we're going to do that. I know
Okay.
nothing about it, and I know it makes you're making a decision, you'd like to have a little information before.
It was kind of a tight thing.
Yeah.
So, yes. Hopefully, we don't have to change anybody again.
Okay.
Okay? Mike? Bill? Okay.
Chris?
Dan, do you have anything? Oh, I'm sorry, Chris, anything?
Hey, it's been pretty quiet. Sorry again, I couldn't make it today. I literally was walking in the garage and I got a call and I've been COVID contacted. So I feel fine. I've tested positive, but I figured it would probably be safer if I could call in.
Thank you. Dan, do you have anything?
Well, just to say that you guys are certainly welcome to take a look at other attorneys, but I do anticipate that I will have my shots fully completed before your next meeting and intended to begin traveling again.
Oh, good.
Would be attending your meetings in person.
Okay.
And, in the sense of what you did with bond, that I was involved with bond, I was acting at the direction of the board, and we accomplished something that you need to realize that you would not have the ability to go out and get loans and such with the condition that those bonds were in prior to refinancing. Now, you were accruing interest at over $900 a day.
Oh, wow.
So where we called money would have been doing nothing. You were lost control of the golf course. Some people don't like the bond. I appreciate that. But it's a lot better situation than what you were in. And I have no regrets for having been involved.
Well, I appreciate all the work you did with that, because otherwise we'd have cow pasture out back, so. So thank you. Chuck?
Nothing additional for you.
Crosby, did you have anything? Okay, Crosby's here.
Sorry.
That's it, don't be sorry.
I have the 401K documents, and I have a couple questions, and they need to be answered and signed, and we're good to go.
Okay.
The transfer for the 401K. Not gonna be able to answer these. Right now on the 401K, this is listed.
Have you raised any of these with either Jeff or Roy?
No, I just got all these.
Yeah, these are Jeff and Roy questions.
Okay. That one we can do, and then who is the proper signer? Okay. Sorry. I didn't
No,
write it down.
this is fine.
This needs to be done like in the next 2 seconds, so.
I don't think that's fast.
This is you? Sign, print, title, date. No, I don't see. Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
But I just got off another conference call with them, and everything seems to be good.
With ADP or with?
ADP.
Meeting is the 20.
Sorry.
That goes yourself.
Where were you Thursday night? Where were you Thursday night? Oh, your date night. Okay, I get it.
He wasn't.
At least I'm going out.
Okay. Here, to print.
No, she was working, jerk. Yeah,
Date.
okay.
Sign, print. Okay, sorry.
That's okay,
Thank you.
no reason to be sorry.
Sorry. So I'll send this off to Jeff and Rowie,
Okay,
and then hopefully get that back, and then we should go.
okay, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Can I have a motion to adjourn if there's nothing else?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Thank you. Opposed? Okay.